If you want to scale your e-commerce brand beyond 7 and 8 figures with Google Ads, you need to be beating your competitors. And in this video, I'm going to give you 7 easy ways to beat your competitors with Google Ads, those that work regardless of the niche or industry your brand is in. But with that, the first simple way to beat your competitors is by simply refining your results. Now, most e-commerce brands, what they do when it comes to Google Ads and their product feed is they do simple keyword research. Maybe they'll go on Google, type in some of their major keywords to do competitor research and understand what their competitors are essentially ranking for, what kinds of words they have in the title, so on and so forth. However, what they don't do is they don't use Google's internal systems to create their entire approach starting from the product titles. Now, when I say refining your results, essentially what that means is whenever you type your major keyword in on Google and you press this little 3 lines icon right over here, this opens up a whole new realm of potential keywords and potential additions you can do within your product feed to scale your brand. And these include things such as product categories, features, style, the colors that your product has, the weight capacity, height, width, shape, so on and so forth. This is going to depend based on what the keyword is you are searching up. But the main thing you want to do is you want to use this refine your results section every single time whenever you're doing a brand new strategy or improving your current strategy for your product feed, because this literally is telling you what keywords Google expects within your product titles or within your descriptions. For instance, it expects you to include a height, and these are the 4 major heights which Google is already aware of. So if you are to include this within your product title, what's going to happen is now Google has an easier time basically categorizing your products amongst your competitors, and even when somebody presses something specific in, your product is going to rank much higher in general. But even if nobody were to press something here, just in general, because you have this specific information added to your product titles, descriptions, now Google has an easier time finding the relevant audience for your product, and as a result, you don't end up just winning any types of random auction. This is an absolute must if you want your products ranking the best way. But this is not the only thing. This brings us to the second most easy way to beat your competitors, and that is by restructuring your images. Now, many e-commerce brand owners believe that in order to stand out, they need to invest in some kind of photography. They need to go out, buy their products, have the photographer take some fancy photos like this. And this is actually further from the truth, because the simplest ways to actually stand out from your competitors is by using what you already have. Maybe you have photos from suppliers, maybe you have old photos, whatever it is, and to simply restructure them. What I mean by restructuring is, let's say you type in a specific keyword on Google and you notice that a lot of these products are basically laid out in a certain way. So when we type in wooden stool, we see a lot of these stools are pointed in one direction. This one is from left to right. This one is also from left to right. This one is a circular, so there's no real direction there, but this one seems left to right. So what you want to do then is, instead of going out and taking some kind of photography and doing something very fancy, like maybe something like this or maybe something like this or even this, instead you use what you have and you just flip it. Essentially, you just restructure your image so that it is pointed in the opposite direction of your competitors. If you look right here, majority of these 9 out of 10 have a real lifestyle background image. Instead, what this brand did, what Amazon did here, is they had a plain white simple background image, and it's simple, it's straightforward. They didn't do any types of crazy photography, but it stands out simple because it's just different from everybody else's. So restructuring your image is the way to go. You could even do things such as add background colors to your product images. So for instance, if you don't want to basically be the same as everybody else, you could come in and you could add a cream colored background image, or maybe you could make it something else. You can make it a wooden colored background image color, so on and so forth. There's so many different ways to restructure, and especially nowadays with artificial intelligence, you can literally do this with no investment at all, essentially. And third simple way to beat your competitors is to increase the perceived value of your products. Now, you simply in any given niche cannot beat your competitors with better SEO keywords, because you are going to essentially be using the same exact SEO keywords as your competitors. It's not like you can just make up your own. But what you can do is you can compete by having higher perceived value increasing keywords within your product titles, which when you conjoin with those SEO keywords that you did research for, that's when the overall listing that you have has higher perceived value. And as a result, users want to click on it more, they want to interact with your business more, simply because although you are using the same exact keyword as the 10 of your other competitors, now there's something that's actually pushing your ad to be different. It's the kinds of perceived value increasing keywords you added. Things such as premium, luxurious, portable, heavy duty, stylish, whatever fits your niche, you want to be doing, because this helps increase the perceived value of your ad, and as a result, it makes more users want to interact with your business because now they actually believe they're getting the best bang for your buck. This is, by the way, something we see that works 9 out of 10 brands for the businesses we work with under my Google Ads agency or marketing, which if you currently run an e-commerce brand doing $50,000 or more per month in revenue, you need extra help scaling your brand to the next level, go on to my website at yourmarketing.com, schedule a completely free call with me, and let's see if we can potentially work together and make that happen. But this brings me to the fourth major way to stand out from your competitors, and this is through cross-sells. Now, when I say cross-sells, I'm not referring to upsells where on your landing page, when somebody scrolls to the bottom, you have other products showing up there, nor am I referring to downsells. What I'm talking about is cross-sells, which essentially means somebody comes onto your product to buy one thing, but they end up buying something completely different, or they'll buy a bundle of something else in general, like a selection of different products because it matches what you're trying to sell. This is going to help improve your average order value with Google Ads, and it's going to also help you stand out now because now you can spend more money to acquire a customer compared to your competitor who's not offering any cross-sells at all. Fifth simple way to stand out is by lowering your search last impression share rank. Now, impression share rank, or just ad rank in general, the formula is very simple for this. It's simply the quality score of your ad plus your bids. And when you improve your ad rank, when you improve things like your landing page experience, when you improve things like your CTRs or just the relevancy through your keywords, and also you bid competitively, what happens is this is going to improve your ad rank as a whole over time, which as a result will end up lowering your bids over time as well. And this is going to lead to a lot of higher profitability. So ad rank, especially in 2025 and onwards, is the number one metric you need to be focusing on because this determines literally everything when it comes to Google Ads. But next way to stand out from competitors is Google Merchant Center offers. And when I say offers, most e-commerce brands think that they need to offer 50% off or 10% off or $5 coupon codes or just have reviews. All these things are good, they help, but they're very generic and just very commonly used. Again, the main goal is to stand out from your competitors. The best way to stand out from your competitors is to have unique offers. Things such as offering a free gift with every order. You can do this by adding it directly within the Google Merchant Center promo section. You could have a 13% off promotion, or you could have a 7% off promotion, or you could offer $69 off of the product. Things like these, which help your product stand out. That's the goal with these Google Merchant Center offers. Final way to beat your competitors in with Google Ads is store quality improvements. Now, most e-commerce brands don't even know this exists at this point, but essentially, if you go on over to your Google Merchant Center, you go on over to store quality, you will notice that Google has this amazing section right here, which basically tells you what you can do to improve your results organically, naturally, without having to pay a single dime extra to the Google Ads platform. And this is called your Google Ads quality score for your entire ads account. So there's different kind of sectors to this score. The first one is low, fair, good, great, and exceptional. Your main goal is to try to be as close to exceptional as possible at any given time, because what happens is anytime you improve your store quality, it even tells you this right here, you rank higher in Google shopping listings essentially for free. You don't have to do anything extra. And you get access to the store quality tools basically, which gives you the ability to show this top quality store badge on your website. The moment you show this badge within your product pages is the moment your CTRs go through the roof, because keep in mind, 9 out of 10 brands don't have this at this point of time because they don't even know this exists. So you need to ensure your store is at the exceptional level or as close to it as possible. How do you do that? Well, you do that by improving your shipping experience. You want the delivery times to be between 0 to 3 days. You want your shipping cost to be below $9, or in this situation, £9. The return experience, you want it to offer a very solid return experience of 90 to 180 days because that makes your store exceptional. You want to basically have returns be free because that again makes your store exceptional, which is what you want. The browsing experience, this is something brand new, but essentially high resolution images on your product pages and just your website in general. It says it's at 36% and we want it to be at 100%. Images per offers, it even tells you need 8 images or between 5 to 8 at least to have a good offer on your landing pages and your product pages. And it goes even as far to say the website speed on the desktop as well as mobile. All these things Google's internal algorithm is tracking, and that's why you need to ensure all of these things are met in the back end. You might have to hire somebody to do this, but it's absolutely crucial for you to make that happen. And then the store rating, so actually what reviews people are giving you, your customers are giving you on the Google platform itself. Very simple ways to beat your competitors with Google. It just takes a little bit of effort. And if you need extra help with these kinds of things and you want to scale to the next level with Google, again, go on to my website at yourmarketing.com, schedule a completely free call with me, and let's see if we can potentially work together and make that happen.